I grew up like most people, not rich and struggling to meet basic needs. But I have seen exponential progress in my finances since I started practicing these strict rules about money. In this video, I would like to share golden rules about money that are guaranteed to change your finances. As a banker and psychologist with years of experience managing financial portfolios and understanding human behavior, I have witnessed firsthand these strategies that helped people succeed financially, as well as the mistakes that often lead to setback. And what I found is that there are 5 things that if you do them so well and over time with your money, you will build a level of wealth that is guaranteed to make you rich. Now, and I say rich, but remember that rich is relative from person to person, and I don't know what your income might be. But if you are working and growing and do these 5 things, you will build a level of wealth that is inflation and recession proof and can sustain you 100% of the time. These are not some get quick rich programs or some Ponzi scheme or any other scheme of any sort. They are common sense practices that you might know but never practiced. But I hope that your perspective will change today towards them and that they become valuable for you. Hello friends, I want to invite you to subscribe to this channel and spread this video with your friends and colleagues. Turn on notifications so you stay fresh and up to date with our content. Okay, back to the video. At rule number 1 is get on a budget. It's that simple. Get a budget, a written plan, on paper, on purpose, with intention every month. We misbehave so badly about money, trusting ourselves to do the right thing. Sadly, we don't. But today can be the day you decide to get back on track to doing the things that will help you in your financial journey. A budget is not a punishment, folks. It's a permission to spend only on what is important to you. When you sit down every month and tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went, you take control of your finances. Assign every digit of your income a specific need or goal, like savings, grocery, logistics, rental, or any other bills you have. And here's the deal. If you don't have a plan, you're going to end up broke, wondering how you got there. You need a written plan before the month begins. That's the key. When you use a budget, you decrease impulsive spending. When there's a plan in place, your brain can better assess long-term reward over short-term satisfaction. Simply writing things down gives you a sense of control, and that control reduces financial anxiety. And listen, it does not have to be that complicated. It can be as simple as an Excel sheet. Write down every source of income you expect for the month in one column and then list all your expenses into categories like savings, housing, food, utility, or logistics in one other column, and assign each single naira a job. That's how you take control of your money instead of your money controlling you. And rule number 2 is to get out of debt. Get out of debt. Stop spending the money you have not earned for the things you don't need. Don't borrow for consumption. We don't have a culture of credit from this part of the world, but many people I know are struggling because of credit cards or quick loans taken to finance a vacation, car purchase, grocery, or even events like wedding or a child's birthday party. These loans put even greater pressure on your never enough salary and keep you in a constant state of anxiety whenever the repayments are due each month. I know because I have been there a lot. Listen to me carefully. Death is a thief. It robs you of your freedom and steals your future. I don't care what anyone says. There's no such thing as good debt. When you owe money, your paycheck isn't really yours. The borrower is a slave to the lender. If you cannot pay cash, make a plan for it. If you want to win with money, you must stop borrowing. Debt creates the illusion of wealth. The instant gratification of buying now and paying later feels good in the short term, but long term, it creates stress. Psychologically, humans tend to underestimate future consequences, and debt plays into that weakness. Here's the deal. Pay off all your debt as quickly as you can. Make a list of your debt from the smallest to the largest. Pay off the smallest debt first while making minimum payment on the rest. Cut out extra things you can spend on like eating out and put every spare money towards paying off your debt. Once the smallest debt is gone, take what you're paying and apply it to the next on the list. Continue the cycle until you're debt free. And rule number 3, bring high value relationship into your life. And now you might be thinking, Emeka, what does who I hang out with have to do with my money? Everything. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends are constantly broke, complaining about money, or making wrong financial decisions, guess what? You are the next in line. I've seen it 1,000 times. When you surround yourself with friends who lift you up, who challenge you to do better, or who are winning with money, guess what too? You're next on the line. You will be amazed at how much that changes your mindset and your bank account. So here's the deal. First, audit your circle. Take an honest look at the people you spend time with. Are they lifting you up or are they pulling you down financially? Next, seek out people, mentors, or mastermind groups who lift your aspirations up. Get around people who share your values and are winning with money, and who can offer you guidance and encouragement. It's rare, but it's your job to find out. And the 4th rule of money is to save and invest. Folks, this one is non-negotiable. If you are spending everything you make, you are one emergency away from a financial disaster. You have to save for emergency and invest into your future. Start by saving up $1 million or $1,000 in emergency fund for rainy days. This can be your saving grace in the great time of need. The truth is, no one plans for rainy day, but it's going to rain as long as we are still here. You might lose a job or have an emergency with your health or something completely out of your control. This takes care of it so you don't get into debt. A savings culture you can adopt, just like I do, is to treat savings as a need and a part of your budget. Something you must do as your non-negotiable as soon as your salary or your income hits your account every month. Savings must be goal-oriented, hence you will have your money sit around in some account without growing. I suggest you save around 15 to 40% of your income depending on how much you earn, and that can be directed over time to investment like private equity, personal business, personal branding, or retirement annuity, or any other income yielding ventures. That's how you build wealth over time, steady and consistent investing. And finally, the rule number 5 is to give generously. I know what you're thinking, Emeka. How can I give when I'm still trying to get my own money, right? Well, here's the deal. Money is just a tool. It doesn't define you. But what you do with it can make a huge impact in the world. You don't give because you have. You give because it's who you are. When you live on less than you make through budgeting, get out of debt, save and invest, you put yourself in a position to give freely. Whether it's supporting your church, helping a neighbor, or donating to a cause you care about, giving changes lives. And here's the beautiful part. Generous people are blessed, folks. Give your time, give your expertise, or a listening ear. If you are struggling on managing your income, check out this video on the 7 habits that keep you poor, shown somewhere on the screen, where I break down simple yet powerful habits that could be draining your finances every day. Remember, living like no one else today means you can live and give like no one else tomorrow. Follow these rules and you find your financial peace and freedom like you've never known. I will see you next time, and remember, you're in charge of your money and it's time to act like it.